Today we're going to talk about The Flash. Now, we're talking about the new movie The Flash with Ezra Miller, and the reason why I'm bringing it up because I don't like it, and I'm a huge comic book fan. Alright, now I'm not going to be too picky about it because I know that the director and the writers and everyone who's on board can't get everything right, and it's totally fine. But get the basics right, okay? Number one, and you know I'm going to say it, the way he runs is dumb. We all know the Flash is a fictional character, so it just take what you see in the comic books, how people run like this, just run like that. I remember I saw an interview and I learned about the movies a little bit before the Flash even came out, that Ezra Miller was going to the mountains, the Himalayas, learning from Kung Fu masters and learning from everything he can learn about being fast. And I'm just sitting there thinking like, what? You gotta learn to be fast when all you gotta do is just run? I don't even think Grant Gustin had to do that thing. He just got on the treadmill with the wires on the back and started running. And guess what? His hands were straight. It wasn't like this. It wasn't moving like you're falling out of air. It was this. Okay, I don't care if you was trying to think, oh, what will be a realistic way of someone running with that type of speed. I don't care. I want to see what I see in the movie, what I see in the animated movies, the cartoons, and the TV show. How is the TV show going to get it right with a lower budget? On the CW, make that make sense. You're doing too much now. You do too much. Like how Jared Leto was doing too much, sending rats to people just because he wanted to get into into his method acting. He could have, he weird, but he did that. But still, it's like, come on, man. Really? I love The Flash, and you're doing too much. The CGI was really bad. When the opening scene happened, they showed the title. Title wasn't it. I need some of that. Like, where is that title? It's gonna be like, this movie's gonna hit. Title's gotta be great too. And when he's over here getting his food in, because the Flash has a high metabolism, he has to make sure he eats a lot of food so he can have a lot of energy so he can move, because he's always hungry because of that speed. So he comes out. Oh yeah, the suit doesn't look good. It could have been a better suit. I do not like it. All the lines. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the lines. The helmet didn't look good. When he started running that zoom, it didn't look like he was really running. It looked like he was standing in one place and just running. Like, that don't look like running to me. Like it looked like he was like when the opening scene happened, he started running to the other city, which was Gotham in the new Flash movie. He was like, when he's running from city to city, like he was running in place. Like, it didn't look realistic to me. He didn't give me Barry Allen vibes. I didn't like how much. I feel like he put too much of his own personality onto the character and not really trying to either mix both of Barry Allen's and his, maybe, or because he was being all jokey. Barry Allen jokes, but I don't think he jokes that much. Like, he makes tiny little jokes and stuff, but it was like, come on, man. And the movie should have been a good amount of seriousness, okay? And them trying to do the Flashpoint movie, now it was a smart idea because we all heard that could change the timeline, which was great. But what we got was dumb. The only thing that was good in that movie was seeing what's his name, Michael Keaton back as Batman, and Supergirl. Now Supergirl, they got in there, cool. I like to see an original type Supergirl like we see in the comic books. That would be nice, because I like to see stuff that what was originally created put on screen. That's just how I am. But what they gave her, she did a great job. Soup was nice. Her short haircut, fantastic. Her delivery was great. We didn't get enough of her, and that was the problem. The story could have been way much better. Shoot, even the animated movie Flashpoint did a better job. Shoot, and we know there's a lot of animated movies that don't even do that good, but there's a good amount. But shoot, come on now, you had the source material. Just read. And they were putting it off. They just need real people who care about the project, so people who care about the character like myself can enjoy a good movie. Because how is Marvel going to show in Eternal, not Eternal, is that what they're called? Yeah, I think it's Eternal, don't quote me, I forget. In Eternal, running like that. How are we gonna get her running like that? That's what the Flash is supposed to look like. This is the Flash. The Flash, the fastest man alive. That boy, that man. Put some respect on the Flash, man. You gonna have him running like that, looking goofy? Nah. Story wasn't there. The only thing that was good about that whole movie was seeing Michael Keaton come back. Supergirl was cool, and they didn't do that great of the Flashpoint. And the ending was ridiculous. Now, I don't know if you have seen it. You shouldn't listen to me if you haven't seen the movie yet. But if you have, why would you bring back George Clooney as Batman when a lot of people didn't like that movie? Now, when I was a kid, it was cool seeing that stuff, but come on now. You bring back that Batman? The ones that people complain about that he had the nipples? I believe that's him. Don't quote me. But still, ridiculous. It didn't make any sense. And his tooth falling out at the end, you're making the movie too goofy now. I don't want to see Goofy. I want to see the Flash. Bring in Earball Dawn. Bring in any superhero and make Flash fight. Make him realize why he's the Flash. Make him why he has to push forward and figure out a way to get faster to defeat the enemy like the CW was doing. Grant Gustin was killing it. Even though he doesn't look that much like the Flash, and I'm not sure about that, but he delivered. He delivered. He did a great job. A great job. Some of his personality was in there, but I got Barry. I seen it. His integrity, his acting, the way he did it, it was great. Everybody else in that show was great. So, what's his name? Ezra Miller met them when they're doing the Crisis crossover event. He should have asked him some questions for a real man, a real person who got the Flash, right? Some questions, because you needed it. You needed them answers, because he's chopping it up. He could have been a little bit better, yeah, Grant Gustin, but in my opinion, he did a great job. And I remember a lot of people asking him, just pick him. They should have picked him. If you wanted to dye his hair blonde, if he was cool with it, boom, Barry. Not that hard. Not that hard. Shoot. But The Flash, I give it a 4. The only time I'm watching it is if I'm bored and to see Michael Keaton doing his thing, because Michael Keaton was killing it as Batman. Fighting. They were showing him really chopping up. When he started swinging down there, when he started fighting, I was like, is this Michael Keaton? Aren't you old? You ain't old right now, because he's Batman. He's Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne got that stuff in him, which is just working out good, eating good, and kicking your ass pretty good. Good. That's the only good part. So for that, I give it, because Michael Keaton was in there. They did a good Supergirl. Because of that, they tried their best. And then him having to see a different person of him, I didn't care about that. And then he becomes the villain. Who is he? Now, I didn't do my research. There might be people who did my research. I didn't do it yet. But best believe, every time I get these videos out, I'm gonna get better and better for you guys. But I don't even know who that was. Was it the rival? I have no idea who he was trying to be. I don't know that villain. Give me a villain I know. You give me him fighting him. No one cares about that. Give me a real villain. Rival. You can give me the tortoise, whatever his name, the turtle. I don't care. Somebody. Man. But yeah, it gets a 4.6 because Michael Keaton was in there, and it could have been better. It could have been way better. This is the Flash. And since what's his name? And since James Gunn, thank you for your patience. Just trust me, I'm gonna get really good at this. Since James Gunn is taking over, we're gonna see. We really are, because I don't think Zack Snyder, he did a pretty good job. I think if he really did his thing, phenomenal. But the way they had the Flash running is the most dumbest thing I've ever seen on that screen. He don't run like that. Show me one comic book where he runs like that. Unless you're gonna show me the new comic book where they're depicting it off of Ezra Miller's character, then he's probably running like that. But the Flash is, in my opinion, from my knowledge, has never run like that. Like this, because this is how he did it. and it looks cool. This does not look cool. It looks weird. The movie's boring. It's the Flash. You can make it great. Because how's the Eternals gonna make a better speedster than the Flash? The Flash. No. So let's just hope and pray James Gunn does a good job. 6.4. This is my review. And I'm Mr. Q. And I'll see you next time.